Babe, can you pour me something to drink? You're just drinking your drink.
Hmm?
Can you pour me something to drink?
I'll be back. See what I'm saying? We're gonna stop the video so I can pour her something to drink. Hi guys, I'm David, this is Jasmine, and we are living for faith.
I made it to 31 weeks this week. Like, I've been so tired, and I just feel I'm stuffy. And
She's been working me hard.
no, I haven't, because he hasn't
Rub
been doing
this,
anything.
rub that, grab this, grab that, but I wouldn't trade it.
Being real dramatic right now, because I do not do that. And you, first of all, don't even rub me like you always falling asleep.
I'm gonna show you not rubbing.
You know, he always falls asleep when he's rubbing me.
After an hour of rubbing, you're supposed to fall asleep. At 1 in the morning.
That's not true.
It's not?
You're lying. Anyways, so many people talk about goals, relationship goals,
Marriage goals.
all types of stuff, but I think that people miss what goals really should be. So a part of this video, we're just going to start off talking about goals, and then for the next few videos that we're going to do, we're going to just get into the things that we do in our relationship, how to keep, you know, our relationship tight and right. We've made, what are they called? Like acronyms or something?
Acronym.
For goals? Okay, acronyms. Somebody needs to go back to school. The first letter, G, in goals, to us is, you know, God.
For sure.
That's just first and foremost. In every relationship, I think that is very important. God is very important, and to have that foundation is just like...
We're not saying you gotta be all super deep or super fanatical. Is that the word? I don't know. But what we're saying is, you know, God needs to be number one.
Yeah.
A man, if he loves God, will love you. A woman, if she loves God, she'll love you.
Mm-hmm.
And so, you know, having God at the key or the number one part in a relationship, it helps for a very successful relationship.
I pray for him so much, and I find myself praying for him more than I pray for myself.
He's the glue.
He is the glue.
Keep him in the middle, in the beginning, and at the end.
Yeah.
Sandwich him in there.
Without the love of God, it would be so easy for the enemy to just jump in and be like, well, this, he's just doing this on purpose, and he's not gonna feel this way about you. You know, just jumping in your head, and then it's easy for you to just kind of act on those and out of emotion, because I'm guilty of it, you know, but having God and loving God and it makes me more aware and just kind of question myself, like, Jasmine, should you really be doing this? G-Dog, what do I do? How do I handle this situation? You know, so it's...
And I think that hits on something very important. A lot of people think that having God in a relationship is like a control factor, which is why a lot of people don't want anything to do with God, is because religion has tainted God in a sense, or what we think of our perception of God, to think that it's a matter of control, because, you know, how it was used back in the day and how some people still use God as a way to control people. But that's not what we're suggesting. But having God in your relationship actually helps you to see yourself better. Mm-hmm. You know, you can see the good things about yourself and the negative things about yourself. You're able to discern whether you're right or you're wrong. You're able to discern when you need to move. Because like you said, you'll start thinking, she this, she that, she didn't do this, she didn't do that. But when you have God there, you know that there's another entity named the devil. And the Bible says that he's the accuser of the brethren. And so his job is to accuse. And so he's always making accusations. Yeah. She did this, she did that. He did this, he did that. In a relationship, you can't control the other person in a relationship. The only one that you can really control and be responsible for is yourself. And it becomes your responsibility to make sure you're taking care of your spouse and make sure that you're checking yourself. Because there's sometimes where I gotta check myself because I'll be like, well, I want this and I want that. And I want to do this and I want to do that. But then I gotta pause and say, okay, she's pregnant. And so, you know, she's not just like, but no, sometimes you gotta sit back and be like, bruh, chill.
All for us is
openness.
There's people that have this idea that you just don't tell your spouse everything, even when you're courting and stuff. No, I told him everything. He knows everything about me. And although I was scared, like I'm like, I don't want him to not, like I don't want him to judge me. I don't want him to, you know, but we had that friendship to where it was just like, oh, okay, you know, yeah, this is what happened in my life. And I just had to just kind of get over it. Like, well, if he doesn't accept it, then it is what it is, because I mean, this is what I did and this is how I was. These are the decisions that I made at one point in my life and I can't take them back.
And I think openness helps people, or helps you know if that person really loves you. The problem with dating, I feel, and a very great man always says that when you date somebody, you're just dating their representative. You really don't know who they are in most cases, and that's because we have this mindset that says, I'm going to put my best foot forward, and so I'm going to hide from you who I really am. Mm-hmm. But then you don't really know if that person loves you or if they love the facade that you put up. And so it's best to be open, because then you give that person an opportunity to either accept you for who you are or to move past it. You know, it was stuff that went on in my life, and I told her about stuff that nobody else knew about. Before things hit the fan, she knew everything. So when people came to her to try to bring something negative about me, it's like, oh, I already know. Yeah. Oh no, he already told me that.
Sometimes I find myself like, okay, should I share this, or should I share how I feel about this? I don't want to hurt his feelings, or I don't want him to feel a certain way. There's a way to say certain things to someone, and you don't want to hold that in, even after the dating season or whatever, even in marriage, being open and being honest. Yeah.
Openness is not just telling the truth, which it is, but it's not just that. You got to be open to other ideas, mm-hmm. open to trying new things, open to hearing the other person's side of it. Mm-hmm. You know, because sometimes we get into our one-sided mind or one-track mind where it's just, this is the way it is, this is the way it is, this is how it's going to be. But you got to keep in mind that both of you grew up in two total different households, mm-hmm. two total different environments. So the way she may have seen a household ran is totally different than how I seen my household ran. So I have to be open to seeing how we can run our household.
So A is for affirmation.
A-town down.
So we read the 5 love languages. We try to read a chapter a night. He got this book for us when we were dating, and he wrote a little note in there, but I told him I didn't want to read it until we were
married
together. And we actually, when we were dating, we took the 5 love languages quiz. So I want to share our results. So my love language is words of affirmation. That was my top one. I got a score to 10. And that's basically, you know, saying I love you and telling me why you love me.
Let me tell you about this one. So every day the question is, do you love me? Do you really love me? I don't think you. Tell me why. How you know? Tell me you love me. Every day.
I'm like, are you tired of me yet, babe?
She needs words of affirmation. She could even, you know, she does videos, she does flyers, she does business cards, photo shoots. Every project though, it could be 2 a.m. when she gets done. Babe, are you up? Babe, do you like this? But I mean, what do you like about it? Like, tell me, was it a good one? Why? Tell me.
Because I want to make sure. I don't know. It's just I need that confirmation, that affirmation.
She needs to be affirmed.
I do. Acts of service was number 9. You guys can also take this test. I'll put that in the description box below. But acts of service was 9. So, you know,
can you give me some juice? And don't say she pregnant, because I know what some of y'all about to say. But she pregnant, you should be getting her juice, which is true. But I'm talking about before she was pregnant. Babe, can you give me some juice? Babe, can you do this? Babe, can you do that?
6 was quality time. So the next one is receiving gifts. 3. I don't really care to get gifts. He knows that. Like, I'm pretty simple. And 2, physical touch.
All the way on the bottom of the list. Mine.
The top of his list.
Quality time was number 1.
He used to, oh my God, I used to be like, oh my God, like, can you just give me some space? Like, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. You need to find you something to do. He loved spending time with me, and I was just such a freaking meanie.
Loved. He loves. Number 2 on my list was physical touch. Hey, fellas, can you hear me? You know what I mean? Help me out. Help me out.
He's so extra.
Physical touch, and I ain't talking about ears.
He's so extra. No, like little stuff like this he likes, and he likes for me to, you know, rub him, and he likes stuff like this. He does.
I do. I like physical touch from her. All of it. Number 3 was words of affirmation. I don't need a lot. You know, although it's good to hear you look good or this and that, and you know, words of affirmation is important. I think that's across the board. I think everybody will need some kind of words of affirmation. You want to know that the person that you're with loves you for who you are, thinks you're attractive, and just wants to be with you, especially when you have noticeable flaws like I do or anybody else does. You want to know that those flaws are not overwhelming to the point where that person doesn't love you. Yeah. Or that 6-pack John down the street ain't going to be able to knock on the door. I mean, he can knock. I got that sawed off already. Number 4 was acts of service. Receiving gifts is nothing. I don't need gifts, man. The best gift that I ever got was the day that God gave me her. So I don't need another gift. So that's what my gifts. It say, am I lying, babe? What did it say? What did it say right there?
I know what it says.
Tell the people what it says.
0.
0. I don't need another gift. I got
so
everything I need in this right here. This curly-headed beauty.
So yeah, as you can see, I mean, it's totally different, you know. So you have to make those adjustments, and they're not bad adjustments. But me just accepting, you know, his love language and knowing his love language and trying to do these things more for him that makes him feel good, I've discovered some things about myself, and it has made me open up more to him. So try it. So L is, go ahead.
For the way you look at me. Okay.
I knew he was about to do that. He sings this song every day, basically. So yes, love. I love this man. I love him so much. I'm in love with him, and I love him.
I love you too.
I think that a lot of people think that the love is the butterflies and stuff. For me, I don't have those, but I just don't. Like, I don't have those butterflies. It's just like I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable with him. I love him, and I know this is who I'm meant to be with.
It's real love.
Yeah.
Not the puppy love.
No.
You know, not that love that just comes and goes. But true love is more than just a butterfly. True love. I felt like Maya Angelou for a minute.
And that love, and through anything, you know, he could smell like butt. And I'll still love his thing.
Not in public, though. You get in the shower or something.
Great. But he can do something. I can come home and something's not done, or just anything that could turn you off if you really don't love a person.
The Bible says it like this: love covers a multitude of faults. Some translations say a multitude of sins. Love covers it all. Really, this L could have been at the top of the list, but because we're staying true to the acronym, we put love here. But really, love and God go together as number 1.
That brings us to S, babe. What's S?
S stands for self-improvement.
How are you going to be good for, you know, your spouse or whatever, or, you know, who you're with if you don't have it together. I have to fix certain things to be good and to be better for us, you know, for us to work.
One of the main things that happens in relationships, and you find it in books as well, one of the main things that happens is that one person starts to grow and another person's stuck. Okay, and you never want to be that person that your spouse has grew while you remain the same. Because at the end of the day, life is ever changing. You're growing. You're changing one way or the other. For the better or for the worse, you're changing. And so it becomes important that you're both on the same page and you're both growing, and you should support each other's growth. Okay, support the growth of your partner, your spouse, your boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. Support that growth and encourage that growth. I encourage her growth all the time. Okay, she encourages my growth all the time. She knows I'm doing new things, and so she challenges me. Okay, babe, I want you to try this out. You need to do this. You need to learn this, do that. And I'll be on her head the same way, because we both want to see each other grow. Okay, the worst thing that can happen is for her to grow and she gets up on a level 20 and I'm still stuck at a level 5.
Yeah.
And what happens then at that point, when those levels are so apart, then you start thinking that maybe we weren't supposed to be together. Maybe this wasn't the one for me. And at the end of the day, it's not. It's just that she evolved, or he evolved into somebody that wasn't there, or that person originally. You know what I mean? That makes sense. So it's important that you grow together. That way when she gets to her level 20, I'm right there, or I'm close behind, or just a little bit above. We want to always be in that same average.
You don't want to make it a race. Like, it's not a race.
It's a marathon.
You know, so you have to work together, you know, and if there's things that he's doing, and I actually admire them because I suck at those things, you know. So seeing his passion and just seeing the things that he does, it makes me want to improve myself. And he's okay with that, you know. And he kind of tells me like, yeah, so you definitely suck at this. So he doesn't say it like that, but he does, you know, tell me like, okay, yeah, Jay, you know, you do this different, or you do this, and I noticed that he's a lot better at a lot of things than me, and certain things than me, and I learned from him, you know, and it makes me want to fix the things, or that, you know, what I'm struggling with. So, and
vice versa. It's things that she is better than me at. And I had to look at her, and I admired that about her. You know, certain things that she does that I can't do, and vice versa. But that's what a relationship is about. You know, 2 is better than 1. You know, by myself, I may be like this. By herself, she might be like that. But together, we are.
So basically, in these next upcoming, that just brings us to the end of everything. Basically, these upcoming videos, I'm honestly not sure as of now. We're thinking we have about 3 in this series coming up. We're gonna be talking about a lot of things, you know, things that we do in our relationship, how we get past things, and all that other good stuff we're gonna share.
Well, if you have any ideas or any questions or comments, just go ahead and put them down below.
If you have any questions or anything that you want us to touch on or talk about, definitely put that in the comments below. I cannot stress enough how I want you guys to be. I want this to be interactive. I don't want you guys to just watch the video. I just want to build a community, and yeah, I want us to just all kick it. 100. Anything else that you want to talk about in the comments, go ahead and drop that down there too. How do you feel about goals? What are your relationship goals? What do you want to, you know, see in your relationship? Thank you guys so much for watching. We really appreciate it. Hopefully next week I'm not stuffy and all boo-boo.
She's gonna always be boo-boo. But please like, share, and comment. We would greatly appreciate it.
Yes, I am so stuffy. So really, like, for real, excuse my stuffiness. I cannot do anything about it. It's a pregnancy thing. I'm really feeling it this week. So excuse me if I seem a little off. I love you.
Subscribe. Please subscribe.
I love you. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please make sure you subscribe to this channel and share this video. We need some We need to share what relationship goals really are, because people looking at the wrong thing for relationship goals, and they're not goals.
They're looking at Big Booty Judy and talking about goals.
Big Booty Judy, love the way she move me. Alright, thank you guys so much. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.